Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amber, and today I have 4 patriotic projects I think you're going to love. It's not going to all be Dollar Tree supplies. We're going to throw in some things that are from other places, but they're going to be decor on a budget for sure, because I love decor on a budget. You know, I love budget-friendly decorating and DIYs. That is just my thing. So if you happen to be a new arrival to my channel, welcome. It's good to meet you. Hopefully you will subscribe, you will turn on the bell, you will just kind of come back again and again. But if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I hope you were inspired by this one. Nevertheless, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, give me a thumbs up, introduce yourself, or just say a quick hello. Or maybe you can just tell me which one of these projects you love the most. Which one you kind of just were like, oh my gosh, I loved that one. And then also, I'm really eager to find out how many of you guys love to do like napkin crafts or napkin decor. Like you like to DIY your decor with, you know, a napkin element to it, like decoupaging and stuff like that. So let me know that also in the comments. But I'm not going to keep you waiting anymore. I'm just really excited to be back on YouTube, sharing my ideas with you guys. So let's not wait another second. Let's go ahead and get right on to the video. Okay, for this project here, we're using something I found a Tuesday morning. It was a Halloween surface. It was a Halloween sign, but I got it for like 90% off. It was so dirt cheap. So I'm just covering it with a coat of white paint. I'm using this napkin that I picked up at Home Goods, and I'm just tearing the plies apart. And we're going to glue this to the surface. Now, I painted it white, and then I added a light coat of Mod Podge. I'm using the saran wrap in this brayer. Sometimes I use a rolling pin, and then I'm just using my heat gun to dry it. And then I'm using my sandpaper to sand off the excess. Now, I couldn't really get into this edge, so I just dipped a paintbrush in some water in my spray bottle, and that helped me pull off the edge of the napkin. So I found this God Bless America at Hobby Lobby, and it did have a hanger on it, so I just took that off. And then I did have these napkins. I don't know if I purchased these napkins or if a follower sent these to me. But I'm going to be using the red and white stripes from the napkins on the stars, and I'm just going to coat all of this white, and then we're going to use the stripes from the napkin to cover the stars. So I felt like it was a nice little touch to our God Bless America where the stars were. Let's put some stripes on the stars. So just decoupage them on. And I'm using a emery board for like your nails that I got at Dollar Tree, just to kind of sand down where it was kind of hard to get into with my sandpaper. Now we are doing the same thing to the other star. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can see the other one. It adds a little pop. And we are going to keep the God Bless America words white so they really pop off of that napkin. Isn't this cute? I think it's super adorable. So I did get the God Bless America on sale last 4th of July. And so I think I may have like $5 or $6 into this project, if that. I do have some of these beads that we're going to use to create a hanger with. Now, I like to just put my beads in these Dollar Tree containers, and I put a little bit of water and a little bit of paint, and I just kind of swirl them around. And then I dry them while the paint is on them. I don't take off the paint if I really want them coated. So dry them right in the bowl and just keep the bowl moving. And then you can thread your beads onto your twine to create your hanger. And I just alternated the colors, the red and the white. I didn't want to add too much blue. Now I am gluing on the twine to the back, but I'm also reinforcing it with a stapler so that I felt like the board was a little bit heavier. So this is going to add a little bit more security when you're hanging it. But this is how it turned out. I think it's turned out super cute. I hope you're inspired. Okay, for this next project, I'm just using a Dollar Tree canvas that I had previously taken apart, and I just had this in my stash. And so I just mixed some burnt umber paint with some water, and I diluted it and stained my frame. I'm taking some popsicle sticks from Walmart that are larger and some paint sticks that are like the quart size from Lowe's or Home Depot, and I'm just creating a back surface And then I traced around the frame, and I'm just cutting off the excess of these popsicle sticks. Taking that same stain and that paint and water mixture, and I'm just staining the back surface. And you're going to want to completely dry this one because we are going to be doing a chippy finish. So I'm just using Vaseline, and I do just randomly kind of coat the surface. We've done the chippy before on my YouTube channel, so if you want to see how that's been done, you can certainly go and watch some of the other videos. But sometimes I just like to do it differently, but you're going to want to definitely coat the whole board very thick like this, and you're going to dry it in stages. So the top part of it's going to be dry, but then the underside's going to be a little bit wet, and then you're just going to keep chipping away until you get the desired look. Now I'm just covering this USA that I got from Dollar Tree map with some scrapbook paper that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I'm just using an X-Acto knife and a emery board to kind of get in the areas where I can't get into with my sandpaper. I'm also using this scrapbook paper as well from Hobby Lobby to kind of create the flag on the USA, and we're just going to glue our Chippy backboard to the back of our Dollar Tree canvas frame. Now I wanted to raise this up off of that board, so I did add some popsicle sticks to the back. You can do that if you want to. You don't have to, but I did choose to do that. And then we're going to glue this to our Chippy backboard. Now your Chippy look might be different than mine. It might take a little, trial and error for you to get it to look the way that you want it to, but just try, just try. And then I found these really cool beads on Amazon. I'll link them in the description. We also put these on the blog so you can see all the supplies that I used. But the same thing, stain it, dry it in the bowl, and then you can add your hanger to the back of it. And I just kind of felt like it needed a different, type of hanger. So this is what it looks like. I sure hope that you are inspired. Nevertheless, I know that Chippy isn't for everyone, but I certainly love it. So be inspired, friends, and let's get to the next project. Okay, this one here, we've got a couple of different napkins that we're going to use and some items from the Dollar Tree. So I started by cutting out one of the squares from the napkins. I believe I got this one at Home Goods, possibly. I know that you can use any Patriotic napkin you like, and you're just going to pull apart the ply. And then I'm using this blue and white check napkin to go on another part of what we're doing. So all I did was take a piece of cardboard, and I'm just going to outline where the napkin's going to go, paint it white because I don't want the brown to show through. Then I'm just adding a little bit of Mod Podge so that I can adhere the napkin to it. So now by painting the cardboard white, you can see it's a little bit distressed, makes a napkin look distressed, but it's brighter and you're not seeing that brown show through. And then I just basically cut out the napkin. And so this is a Dollar Tree box it's like a gift box that I found at Valentine's Day, and you can use a cereal box or shoe box. It doesn't have to be this one. And I'm coating it with white paint just to kind of cover up that print. Now, I don't really mind if a little bit shows through because as you can see, I only did one coat of paint and Mod Podge and it covered it pretty good. So it'll also maybe look just a little bit of distressed. So one of these napkins covered the front and the side. And so we only needed to use 2 napkins, and then I cut the excess and just kind of tucked it in the top, and then I sanded off the edges. And so wherever I put the top part in, I just kind of glued it in so that it wouldn't come out. And then I just painted the bottom white with some chalk paint. And then I'm using these craft squares from Dollar Tree to be the feet for our little planter because that's what we're going to make. I'm also using this floral foam from the Dollar Tree, and I just cut it to fit. I am now gluing on to the front of our little flower box. It's like a little display planter, that cardboard that we put the napkin on. And then I'm taking this Martha Stewart like pom-pom ribbon, and I'm kind of embellishing the top of this. It's completely optional. If you don't like the pom-pom look, that's okay. I really kind of like it, and I think it added the perfect pop. I can't wait for you to see what it looks like. I know it's hard to kind of see with the overhead view. And then I just took this ribbon that I had found on clearance, and I just made me kind of an easy basic bow, and I just tied some twine on it. I trimmed it up a little bit, and we're going to glue this to the front of our box. And it just adds a little bit of a, you know, a cute little touch. If you don't want to do any of those things, you certainly don't have to. And of course, you can make this with any, you know, napkin or scrapbook paper, and you can make your own little planter and change it out. But here is what it looks like. I think it's super cute, and I hope it inspired you. Okay, this project here is kind of simple, but of course, you know, I have to put my own little spin on it. It is a Dollar Tree sign that I got, and I'm using the USA cutout from Hobby Lobby that I got on clearance, and I'm just using a napkin that I had found, and I love the red and white. I just really do. I think that this is super cute to use. And so all I did was pull off the paper, and you could paint the backside if you want to. I decided to just go with the front because I wanted a little bit of texture on there. So I just painted the back of the frame or the sign white. I decoupaged the napkin on, and then I'm doing a dry brush coat around the frame of this brown. It wanted to repel a little bit, so I kind of dried in between coats, but I felt like it gave it a wood look. And then I am going to paint over these letters with blue, and we're going to do the stars white. And again, if you wanted to just leave it plain, you certainly could, but I just wanted to do something a little bit different so we get that red, white, and blue kind of look. And then I just glued in the sign that was previously painted, and then I glued on my USA. Now we are going to put on a raffia bow. I know some people don't like the raffia, but that's okay. Put on a different kind of bow. So I'm just going to glue this one onto the front. It's just going to embellish it just a little bit. Like I said, you can totally change it out. Now these beads I had in my overflow, so we're going to thread those on and use those and just hot glue them to the back. So if you've loved these projects, please consider subscribing to my channel. Let me know which one was your favorite. And y'all, I think this one turned out super cute, and I hopefully will see you on the next video.